Hey guys, coming back to you today, and want to dive back into the concept of management versus leadership. I know we spoke on this early on in the video series, but I think it's important in the context of where we are consecutively to hit on it again and really kind of dig in. So, definition, we know that managers manage tasks. That's it. Long pause on purpose. Okay, that's it. Leaders lead people. That's it. Long pause. Now, we know that in our corporate world today, managers do both, leaders do both. Okay. We also can't ignore the fact that we have responsibilities ourselves. We're not just managing tasks, but we are doing tasks ourselves, things like that. And then I'll go to the third one: directors lead leaders and managers. Okay. So, no matter what your title is, those are the roles that you're going to play. And we all play multiple roles in different things. We wear different hats. But what happens is in our corporate culture today, the concept of people leadership is getting lost. Even though there's this big push of getting people leaders into training and things like that, there's maybe an initial competency built. And then maybe there's an established procedure for making sure that that happens. Historically, that was the annual review, right? That was the people leadership moment in time. And then organizations started pushing out the one-on-ones. And managers, by definition, simply turned that into a monthly operational meeting or a weekly operational meeting, whatever they turned it into. And there was never an opportunity for your employees to come back and say, hey, but what about me? What about my growth? What about where I'm going? What about what I'm doing, how I'm going? You know, all of those questions that we all feel, but when we turn into managers, we forget about it, except when it's us, and then we want our manager to do something about it. So, golden rule: treat others like the way you want to be treated. Don't ever forget where you came from, okay? Leadership is a competency, and it's a competency that has to not only be built, but maintained. And so, what I'm going to drive to is that when you are working day to day, you absolutely have to establish the monthly one-on-one, okay? The one-on-one is not an operational meeting. Never. Next. Never. You have one responsibility as a leader in a one-on-one, and that's to set up the meeting and then to listen. It is for your people. They come in. They're not allowed to talk about operational things. That's the only rule. And you're going to shut up, and you're going to listen, and they're going to talk about who they are, their career growth, where they want to go, what they want to do 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what their family is, what does it look like? Be a human. Engage with them. Talk with them about who they are and what they want to do with life, in their life. This is your opportunity to build a relationship and to build trust. And if you read Patrick Lencioni, trust is the foundation of the functions of a team, and the lack of trust in the dysfunctions of a team. Okay? Super important thing to consider. Build trust. Use your one-on-one time wisely. I always say people leadership is not the thing that's going to take up the most time, but it is the thing that's going to take up your most important time. So lean into that. Recognize you have been put as a lead over people's careers and their lives and that whole aspect of things. And we take that far too lightly. So lean into it. Be a leader first, a manager second. If you're a director, be a leader first, a manager second, and your tasks come third. When you do it in that order, and if you remember when we talked about the IMTVV, your values are going to drive behaviors, and your behaviors are going to drive results. If you lean into that, you will start to see a pretty dramatic difference in your people. This isn't an easy process to do, but values-based leadership is the right process to do. So with that, my sun's getting brighter and as it moves, and the video looks like it's getting a little bit thin. So I'm gonna let this go. And if you have any questions, please reach out, ping me, whatever. Pretty available at author Brad Eck on all of the things. So reach out to me, ask questions. If you have any concerns about leadership, I'll keep confidentiality and try to weave it in as a question or an answer, whatever you need to do. So thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.